Okay, looks like it's recording now. Alright, so welcome to episode 4, I think, of OwenCast. Bringing it back, this time with video, because I figured that'd be more interesting than just, picture of myself. So if you want to watch this with the video, you can just listen to it, you can do whatever you want. And I know the last episode was back in March, it was pre-pandemic, it was like a few days before it all went down. But now I'm back and I'm recording another one. It's just me today, but that's fine. I will try to have more guests soon in the future if I continue to make these, which I think I might because, excuse me, I think it would be fun to do. So, things I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to do Q&A questions in this video, this episode of the podcast, because I think that might just be easier because then I don't need to make separate videos. And I've considered making a whole channel for OwenCast, but I don't know. I feel like that might not be worth it. But anyway, I think I'm going to get into the questions for the first part of this. So let me just find these real quick on the YouTube Studio app, which is pretty nice. Let's see. Here it is. Comments. Okay, question number 1. Would you rather eat a turd and be paid $1,000 for it, or eat a meal worth $10,000? Okay, it depends on if I'm paying for the meal worth $10,000, because if I am, I'll go with the first option. But if I don't, then I'll eat the $10,000 meal as long as I don't have to pay for it, because I'm not paying $10,000 for food. Next question from Miles Bining. What are your thoughts on the issue? I think it's a really big issue that we need to resolve. It's a big problem, big issue. Don't like it. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Next question. What's my favorite song? I don't know. Some songs I'm into right now. Been super into the Red Hot Chili Peppers for a few months, since like December. So actually a while. They're my favorite band. They have a lot of songs I really like. Otherwise, songs I'm listening to right now are kind of like, let me see. Let me look in my mix. Well, I don't really need to look in that, but I don't know. The thing is, I like a lot of different kinds of songs, so I can't really pick one. But I listen to a lot of different genres, and yeah, so it's hard to pick, but stuff I'm really into, I really like the Chili Peppers. I like doo-wop music a lot, like from the 50s and stuff. And I just kind of like, I don't know, I have a big range of songs I like and music I like, but it's hard to pick just one. Next question. What is your least favorite thing about 2020? Pandemic. That kind of sucks. There's a lot of bad things about 2020. Worst thing is probably pandemic, but there's also, racism, which is, awful and terrible. So yeah, but that's been going on for longer than 2020. Coronavirus has only been going on since 2019, or late 2019. But I don't know. It's not the best year for the world. For me personally, it's okay. Like, it could be better, but it's not that bad. For the world, it sucks. There's just a bunch of bad things about it. But it's tough to pick one. But I'm going to say pandemic is not helping things. There's also a presidential election, and, Biden 2020, don't vote for Trump. But yeah, so those are all the questions I had, so I figured I'd answer these here, because it's easier, and, maybe I'll do that when I make more OwenCasts, depending on, if I don't have a guest, I'll probably do that. If I do have a guest, maybe. I don't know, but I'm hoping to have some guests soon. I'm hoping to have my mom on it at some point. That'd be kind of cool. And I'll ask some more people to be on it and stuff, but for right now, I'm just doing it with me because it's easier. This one won't be too long. If I have a guest, I'll make a longer one, because a couple guests I've had, the podcasts were longer. But yeah, I made those a while ago, and then pandemic hit, and then I didn't really make any until, well, I didn't make any until right now. And I will probably make more in the future. I don't know if they'll all be like this with the video, but maybe I'll do it over Zoom or something. But yeah, so we'll see how things go. Down a little bit. So let's see, what things should I talk about? What's going on in the world? I should have recorded a test first, I just realized. So we'll hope this recorded everything fine with audio and stuff, because when I tested it on my webcam like a month ago, it worked fine. But man, I don't know if this is gonna record right. I will just pray to God and hope that it does, because I really don't want to have this recorded and then there's no audio or something. Oh, what's this? Okay, I just got news. Hold on. Some news about Jeopardy in the news, real quick. I'm gonna try to. Okay. Okay. They hired Ken Jennings as a producer on Jeopardy or something like that. I just got that in the news right now. Sorry for the pause there, but that's interesting. I like Jeopardy a lot. It's a good show. Used to watch it a lot when I was a little kid, and still watch it now sometimes. Haven't really watched any in forever. I don't think they've had new episodes in forever, but yeah, Jeopardy's pretty cool. I've been trying to keep up with the news. Every morning I've been watching news at 11. Well, local news at 11, because I like to stay updated. Stuff going on every day. There's been a lot of shootings here in my town in the last few months, which isn't very good. A lot of gun violence, a lot of unrest. And I mean, it's to be expected, with the pandemic and everyone's fed up and stuff, but it's not fun, I'll tell you that. But, I haven't been involved in any of that, and I don't plan on it. But personally, for me, pandemic, I'm used to it. I mean, it sucks, but it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but you know what I mean. It's tolerable. And, it'll work itself out. Well, I mean, it's not going to work itself out. We have to work it out, but you get what I'm saying. It'll be over in a year or so, or whatever. I don't know. That's the problem. We don't know how long it's going to take, and now they're testing vaccines. Vaccines are fake. Don't get them. I'm just kidding. Get vaccinated. I don't want to get vaccinated personally because I had a bad experience with getting vaccinated, but I'll get vaccinated because, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get other people sick, because that'd be no fun. I haven't been sick in November was the last time I was sick, I believe. I was sick around this time last year in August. I went to California last year and I was kind of sick. But yeah, I haven't traveled in a long time. Last time I left the state was in February. I went to Illinois with family, my cousins. And yeah, I've talked about it before, but I love traveling. I want to travel the whole world. I want to see things and go everywhere. And hopefully that's what I'll get to do in however many months, years. Well, okay, so I'm 17, so I'll be 18 in sometime next year, June of next year. I don't know how many months that is. I can't do the math right now. Well, it's 6 months from December, so it's what, 4 months, 3 months till Christmas? I don't know. It's a while. I've been 17 for almost 3 months, so I guess it's like 9 months, something like that, roughly. Okay, I hope this isn't too slow. I don't know how it looks for everyone else who's watching this. I mean, there's no one watching right now, but you know what I mean. But yeah, things are interesting here in 2020. I talked about the coronavirus in the first episode, back when it was still um, a big thing, but not it wasn't at the level it is now or how it was. So I haven't really talked about um, it in general, and I mean it's the main thing that's in the news right now. Well, that's not true. There's a lot of other things. Feels like every day there's new news about some crazy thing that's happened, like something political, something with another shooting or whatever. Someone died. There's so many unexpected deaths. Chadwick Boseman, he died. That's pretty sad. Cliff Robinson, who was on Survivor and was in the NBA, died. That was sad. All these deaths are sad. It's been a weird year. A lot of people have died. Kobe died back in January, which was insane. I still can't believe that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And sports are still happening. The NBA did it correctly. They handled it all well with their bubble and stuff. And the Bucks are down 2-0 against the Heat. That's weird. And I watched the end of the Jazz and the Nuggets game, and that was exciting. Game 7. Now football will be starting soon. If you don't know, I'm a huge football fan. I also love basketball and baseball, but football is my favorite. Big Packers fan. Go Pack Go. Hopefully they'll be good this year. They were good last year, but lost in the championship game, but that's fine. I mean, you win some, you lose some. But yeah. And in terms of this podcast, I want to get more guests on here, and I want to get I know I said that back when I originally made it, and then I stopped making it. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get all these big crazy guests. We're gonna have, I don't know, Obama or something." That's not true, but yeah, I want to get interesting people in here and not boring people. Not that I had boring people on here. I'm probably the most boring person who's been on this podcast, and I'm the host. But I want to have, well, I don't like famous. Well, I mean, I'd like to have famous people, but well-known people who, in whatever field they are in, I don't know. We'll try to get somebody famous. I actually asked Elon Musk to be on this as a joke. I tried sending him an email to Elon Musk. It was Miles' idea, actually. And haven't gotten a response yet, so I don't think that'll be happening. But, maybe I can get, I don't know, Joe Rogan on here or something. I'm just kidding, but, it'd be nice to get somebody. But I did like the couple guests that I had on before, my friend and Flat Earth guy I met. So that's probably my favorite one I recorded because it was just interesting to talk about. I want to get, more people on here to discuss interesting things because I don't really talk about politics and stuff like social issues really here on my channel at all. Most I did was in that podcast because I don't know, it's just not. I mean, it's good to obviously pay attention and support things that are right, but it's never really been my thing. And I'm also pretty young, so I like to be older before I'm really set in my views on things. And things will change. I'll experience things that'll change my views on things because that's how people get their views on things is because of what they've experienced in their life and how they grew up and all that. And I think that so I just want to get more interesting people. Like, I don't know, my mom or something. Or I'll bring on other friends, and probably Miles at some point, I'm sure. Gotta have him on here. Yeah, so I don't know how long I'll make this episode. Probably not too long, because I want to, go do other things in my day. Not that this is fun, but yeah. So I'll probably record for another 15 minutes or so. I've been listening to Joe Rogan's podcast a lot, and I've been enjoying it. He has a lot of interesting people, and I listened to the episode with David Cho, which was the most interesting. That's probably my favorite one I've seen of the Joe Rogan experience. It's really, really, really good, even if you don't know who David Cho is, even if you don't care about Joe Rogan. You should go listen to it, because it's insane. And I do know who David Cho is. I watched his series on Vice where he hitchhiked across America, which is really good. One of my favorite shows of just in general. called Thumbs Up America. Go watch it. It's really good. I watched some of season 2, and then I never watched the 3rd season or the 4th season. Really, they didn't really release the 4th season, but first season's really good. And it also reminds me of this show I found out about yesterday, or I found out about it a while ago, but I looked into it again yesterday. This Japanese game show where they made these comedians or whatever hitchhike from South Africa to Norway. They almost died or whatever, or something like that. It's insane. And I heard about that, and I'm probably going to start watching it soon because it sounded really interesting. And it's by these people that made this show called A Life of Prizes, where they had this guy in a room with nothing, and he had to enter these sweepstakes to earn things that would, help him survive. It's really interesting. There's a video about it on, I can't remember the name of the channel, Atrocity something, but it's really good, and I recommend it. I'll look up the channel real quick just so I can let you guys know, but it's a really, really good video. Atrocity Guide, that's the name of the channel. So just look them up and then watch the one, I think it's called Masubi. Yeah. I just want to double check so I'm not giving you false information. Yeah, Nasubi. That one right there. It's really, really super interesting. You should go watch it. I've watched some other videos by this channel. They're all pretty interesting. I recommend it. I like kind of creepy stuff like that. Yeah, it's good stuff. So, yeah. It's pretty insane. But yeah, I like doing this podcast because it gives me something to do. That was the whole reason I did it, and now I'm doing it again for the first time in 6 months. I believe it is almost 6 months now. I think, yeah, it's been 6 months since I uploaded an episode of OwenCast. I'm going to double check real quick so I don't, spread fake news. I don't want to be like that. It was 5 months ago, almost 6, so yeah, it was a while ago. This is number 4. Yeah, that's crazy. But we're back. I don't think I'll make a separate channel for this series because I don't know if it's really worth it. But it might be nice to have it all in one place. But I can just make a playlist, which is what I have for it. So I'll probably just keep doing that. If it gets big and popular, maybe I'll make its own channel, but I doubt that's going to happen. But I'll probably make a few more here and there. I'd rather have guests than just talking myself, but since this is kind of rebooting it in a way, I'll just do it as just me before I get another guest on, which I would like to do at some point, for sure. I don't know who I'll get, but I'll try to get somebody interesting so we can talk about something. Because I don't want to just, be boring. Not that I'm boring, but maybe I am. Maybe no one listens to this and no one cares and I'm just boring. But that's not true. But yeah, I made a video the other day talking about how I've been on YouTube for 6 years, which is weird. Feels like I've only been on here for a few. Not really. It feels like I've been on here for a while, but it's been a long 6 years. I remember I used to just upload random things. I used to upload random pictures. Like I would make slideshows on the YouTube video editor. It would just be pictures I thought were cool, like pictures of cats or pictures of ice cream. Because, that's what you think is cool when you're 11. And, yeah, I could just make videos that didn't really make any sense. But it was fun. And, maybe that's what I'll do now. Maybe I'll make a slideshow of ice cream. And it'll go viral and I'll be famous as the ice cream man, kid. And then in 2015, when I was 12, I got my phone, and I started uploading more and more stuff because I could do it easier. I think that's why I started uploading more. I don't remember. I was already always uploading a lot. But yeah, in 2015 was where it really took off. I got popular. I got, kind of famous. Not really, at all. That's a big exaggeration. But I was getting like 50 views a video, which is good for me. And then 2016, when I kind of stopped. I was still making it, but it was never really the same. Then 2017, I was making stuff, sort of. And then 2018, and then I switched over to this new channel, the one that this video is on. And I like doing this new channel because it's a fresh start. And I've had it since February of 2019, I believe. So over a year now, like 1.5 years of this channel, and only have like 50 something videos because there's been times where I don't upload for a month or two, but that's okay. But I've been uploading more now, and I'll probably stick with that if I'm making this show, especially. And I just thought of this idea right now as I was thinking of maybe having different segments of this podcast, like I did with the Q&A at the beginning of this. Or, if I'm making one with just me, I can do different sort of things. I don't know, just to make it, more interesting, I guess. Might not be a bad idea. Because I don't want it to be too boring. So I might come up with, some crazy ideas. Or even if I do have guests, I might have a segment or something like that to keep it interesting. Because I don't want to be boring, like I just said. Yep. So today is September 3rd. It's 3 days into September already, which is weird. It doesn't feel like it's been September. Well, it hasn't been September for very long. But it feels like it hasn't been, I don't know, time's moving weird. It's moving fast, but also really slow at the same time. The beginning of quarantine, especially, it was moving very fast. And now I feel like it's slowed down a little bit. But next month is October, which is good, because I love October, so that'll be fun. October's always a good month for me. That's not true. Last October sucked, but I really like, the cooler months of October, November, December. And then January, February, March, it's okay. But last October, November, and December were weird, but I always enjoy them, especially December. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday of all. And then probably Halloween. But nothing beats Christmas because I love Christmas. Can't beat Christmas. Nothing stops my Christmas spirit, even, bad stuff happening. Pandemic won't stop it. I love Christmas. That reminds me of something I learned the other day that blew my mind, is that Steven Crowder, conservative guy on YouTube, voiced the Brain on Arthur at one point. And okay, so I watched Arthur so much when I was a little kid, like one of my favorite shows of all time. I watched Arthur's Perfect Christmas every single year of my life, basically. Listened to the soundtrack all the time during December. And that's Steven Crowder I've been listening to. He didn't voice the Brain for that long, but he did in Arthur's Perfect Christmas, which is, the piece of Arthur media I've seen the most in my life. Which is the weirdest thing ever, because I've known who Steven Crowder is for years. And I've, listened to Arthur's Perfect Christmas for years. And now he's in it. I mean, he was in it already, but, blew my mind. It's so weird. Never gonna get over that. That's so bizarre. Because I'm not the biggest Steven Crowder fan. Don't really like him. I mean, he's entitled to his views, and just as everyone is, but don't like him. It just bothers me. Yeah. And now I keep getting his videos because I was Googling him and looking up videos of him and Arthur and stuff. It's annoying. But yeah, I think this will probably be it for this podcast. It's going to be pretty short. Yeah, maybe I should go a little bit longer. 24 minutes isn't that long. But I also don't want to just force anything. Well, I think I'll call it a day. So thank you guys for watching this episode of OwenCast. I know it's short, but that's fine. Podcasts can be short. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode, where I'll have another guest, hopefully. that'll be good, and we can, maybe it'll be like over an hour long. So anyway, see you guys. Hopefully the audio recorded it better. Otherwise, I'm gonna be upset. So anyway.